It's faster, it's stronger, it's Project M, the new installment in Brawl hacking community, and it's good enough to have 2 new characters. Hey guys, LightningRod here. I'm Blaseth, and I'm joined here with
Shock44,
Drama RX,
and Leon Exodio.
We're all joined here to give you a very special Brawl Vault Showcase episode, where we talk about what has caused all the hype in the Brawl hacking community lately. Ladies and this is the LightningRod review of Project M.
This hack changes Brawl drastically. This is the biggest Brawl hack set that has ever been made. Bigger than Brawl Plus and Minus combined.
They've increased the speed of all the fighters, which makes them almost as fast as they were back in Melee.
They even went as far as to make every character hit harder, causing the battles to become more competitive.
Also in Project M, they added something new, a clone engine. The clone engine is a code that allows 2 new slots in the game. These slots became Mewtwo and Roy, and they came with their own sound effects and movesets based off their melee moves.
Speaking of movesets, some of the other characters got a bit of a makeover in Project M as well. Characters like Sonic have gotten stronger, using more vertical attacks in the air, while more horizontal attacks on the ground. His homing attack has also been updated with the ability to do a chain homing attack to get some more extra hits in.
Other characters like Snake have a whole new effect with their new moves. Snake's side special is now a tranquilizer gun and it puts opponents to sleep. His forward smash is changed to him using his knife. And his up special is the same, except it does electric damage now. Snake does not have a codec call with Wario Mewtwo, in case you were curious about that.
There's also Samus, who has 2 movesets now. Pressing the side taunt will make her switch from her regular blaster into the ice beam. Her moves are basically the same, except now their ice base and her up smash has turned into an ice move that has better knockback. If you're very good with your side taunt timing, you can use the 2 movesets to become a very dangerous Samus.
The rest of the characters have a few different moves from their vanilla Brawl moveset, but most of them are just stronger versions of their original movesets with nothing else changed. Some examples here are Toon Link getting the fire arrows and acting more different from Adult Link, Wario no longer having a bike and instead he has his dash move from the Wario Land games, and Lucario becoming more faster fighter along with extremely awesome special attack.
Roy was the first character to be introduced for Project M.
Mewtwo is linked for Roy.
What, you?
His moveset act like it did in Melee with barely any changes. There's not really much to say about his moveset, really. His A attacks do quite good damage and the specials are brutal. Seriously, you'll never survive his fully charged neutral special attack. And his final smash is just amazing.
But what got everyone's attention was the introducing of Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a beast. He's no doubt the strongest fighter in the entire game, and he surpasses Meta Knight's overpowered fighting style from the original game. Mewtwo is both quick and strong, causing his moves to be extremely sweet when used in combo. Basically, if you battle Mewtwo, you better be ready with another Mewtwo.
Besides that though, his moveset is the exact same like it was in Melee, just like Roy. But even in the original Melee, Mewtwo was speed and muscle in the game. Still an awesome moveset either way. Also, he has this one epic taunt that plays his cry from the Pokemon game.
There's also a hover ability he can use if you hold down the jump button after the first jump and move around with the joystick. It's pretty much a modified version of Princess Peach's floating ability. It's really not that good.
However, sometimes it can feel like they made Mewtwo a little too powerful. You're almost always guaranteed to win with him when playing with or without items. He may have been the strongest fighter in Melee, but he's definitely harder to fight here.
The winner is
Another thing that was introduced in Project M was an item called Turbo Mode that replaces the Curry. When you pick this up, you gain speed and everything. You get the ability to quickly make another attack if you manage to hit with the previous one. Basically, if you hit the opponent with a side smash, you can instantly counter with any other moves right after.
Turbo Mode was originally an April Fool's joke that wasn't meant to be in the game, but the fans of Project M loved it enough for it to become part of the actual game, even though it barely does anything to gameplay and it almost never appears.
But hey, at least it's turbo-tastic.
Another thing they did was add more custom outfits for a few characters. Some examples include Altitude Link, Melee Link, and Virtual Boy Rob. However, Mario's custom outfit is his Dr. Mario design. When wearing this, Mario will act like Dr. Mario did in Melee, with the different colored pills and a white cape. It's the only character in the game that does this, and I have to say it's really cool that they got this to work.
Now, is it possible to install other hacks while using Project M? Sort of. Hacks like PSAs, stages, sounds, items, and music are fully hackable and would most likely not cause any problems with the game. Certain model imports, however, they need to be optimized to work with Project M, otherwise the game will crash. This does, however, not apply to models that come with the PSA, so if you want to have like Mega Man over NES or Shadow over Wario, then that's okay.
However, there are some problems that we have with this hack. Some are minor, but others are quite big. First off, for something that was originally going to be a brawlified version of Melee, it has gone far away from those original plans, and it's now just another Brawl Plus with Mewtwo and Roy.
Another problem is that the CPUs have gotten too strong. I'm serious. I started a battle against a level 1 CPU, and he kicked my ass like it was nothing. Hey, I thought I chose a puny here, not a nasty.
Then there's Dr. Mario. No, I'm not hating on him because I think it was pretty neat that he was added into the game. But why is Mario the only one who gets this treatment? Give Pikachu a Pichu outfit that changes his moveset or something. I mean, come on, you nearly got every Melee character back into the game, why aren't you including Pichu? Sure, you were also missing Young Link, but you gave his moveset to Toon Link, so Pichu is the only character remaining.
Also, the Final Smashes is a big issue as well. Sure, Project M was made for competitive play, but does that give you an excuse to give Mewtwo and Roy a Final Smash? But the now separated Pokemon starters don't get any? Hell no. Not to mention Mewtwo's Final Smash is way too strong. Roy's I can get down, but with Mewtwo's I can't.
But after all our complaints and criticism on the hack, does that mean we hate Project M? Nope.
I like it.
Never hated it.
Eh, it's whatever.
It's a new way of playing Brawl. The near to melee speed of the game makes it more intense, and as much as I dislike the harder CPUs, I find it pretty fun to fight them anyway. The bugs could be ironed out, and Mewtwo's Final Smash could be nerfed, but overall, I am definitely recommending Project M to anyone who wants to try Brawl from a new perspective. But it's definitely not for everyone. Mewtwo and Roy were cool, but I wanted to see them as someone else as well. For as much as I liked Melee, I would probably play that over Project M at this point. Overall, my final rating of the game is 8 out of 10.
I have to say that at first I didn't like Project M. I thought it was too fast, and I couldn't even get a handle on it. And I even thought that Melee felt better when I went back to compare the two. However, that was before I played Smash 4. That game was much faster than Brawl, and I thought it was amazing. I went back to play Brawl, and it was just too big of a change in speed. I had to play Project M to get that amazing fast-paced fighting back. Now I see why people love this hack so much. Overall, my final score is 8 out of 10.
In my opinion, I think it really brings something new to the table in terms of gameplay, because it's not Melee, but it's not Brawl. It's just Project M. I never actually owned Melee as a kid, so I never got to play it that often. Therefore, I never got real competitive in that scene. So, Brawl is what brought my competitive side out, and Project M feels like a comfortable in-between for me. It plays like Melee, but at the same time it plays like Brawl. I love the variety of moves that each character has been given. Just don't jump into the ring with a contender if you're not so skilled at comboing moves together like me. Also, no tripping. So yeah, I rate this mod an 8 out of 10 for sure.
As much as I hated on Project M, it's really not that bad of a mod. Yes, they could have made Mewtwo less OP, but maybe that's just me not playing Melee in so long. But I really don't care for Project M all that much. It is good, but making a mod out of Brawl just to have the nostalgic feel of Melee just because you miss it is whatever. I liked Melee, but I like Brawl better. Not just because of the mods, but I thought it was overall better, but I'll rate this mod a 7 out of 10 for sure.
Oh, and another thing, they also added the ability to play as a single Ice Climber and to play as Giga Bowser. He works like he did in Melee, so he is killable. To do this, you simply hold down the guard buttons before you go to the stage select screen. If you know how to start a battle as Zero Samus in regular Brawl, it's pretty much the same thing. With that said, I've been Blaseth,
Shock44,
Drama RX,
And Leon Exodio.
and we'll see you next time.